Hello and welcome. In today's video, we're going to talk about what, in my opinion, is a very useful tool within Business Central. Regardless if you are working with sales document or purchase documents. In today's video, we're going to focus on the sales documents, but a video will also come that focuses on the purchase side of things. So what are we discussing? We are discussing about a tool called recurring sales lines. What are they? Well, let's imagine this scenario. Let's say that we have a customer or a set of customers that normally purchase a set or a group of items from us because they tend to go together. So in our example with demo data, we can think about a conference table, for example. A conference table usually, as a table, might have some chairs that come with it, and maybe they purchase also some equipment, a bundle that goes with that. It could be some microphones or whatever it might be, extension cords and so on. Now, obviously, it is possible every time an order is created, an invoice is created, a sales quote is created, to go in and manually input all this information. But there is a shortcut around this, and specifically, this is obtained using the recurring sales line. So let's see how these are defined within Business Central. Let's jump right in. So here we are. This is the home page. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to define some recurring sales lines. So we're going to go here in the search and search for recurring sales. And here we have it, recurring sales line. Now, if we open this, you'll notice that I have already created a couple here just to show you how they look like. So there's a code and there's a description. Now, if we open up this one here, for example, we'll notice that we have the code that was defined right there, the description, a conference pack. And in this case, I've added two items, a conference pack 1 of quantity 1 and a conference table, just meaning that every time that we sell this item here, we would also like to include this because it's often purchased together. But this is not limited to items only. It is possible, as you can see here, if we were to add, to select any type of line here. So we could add a resource, a charge, a fixed asset, and so on and so forth, and define all the normal characteristics that you would for a sales line right here. Now let's jump out of this. Let's check this other one here just to see the difference. In this one here, I've called it Conference Pack Plus. And on top of what we have, I've added like a slightly different bundle here. But I've also added a resource. Marty, he is the person that is going to go out for 4 hours and make sure that everything is assembled for the best result for our customers. So I've defined these two packages. Obviously, it would be possible to create some new ones right here, but that's the first step that we have to go through. Now, the next step will be to go to one of our customers. And in this case, we're picking on our favorite customer, our very loyal customer here. And if you happen to go in Related and Sales, you will see that there's an option here to go in the recurring sales line. But this time, we are getting into a slightly different view. As you can see here, I've defined two lines just to show you a little bit of how this can be used. So we have a line that uses the Conference Pack and the Conference Pack Plus. I've defined a set of days during which I would like to offer those packages, maybe because we're trying to push through this specific package within this sale time, but I don't have to necessarily. This is just an example. But what is very interesting down here, which I want to bring the attention to, is this section right here. As you can see here, you have insert record line on quotes, orders, invoices, and credit memo. And down here, you have the option to check if it's manual, meaning that you would actually manually have to go search for this and add it to, in this case, the order. It could be done automatically. So just every time you create an order, boom, this is added if it is within the date range here. Or we can set it to always ask so that we have the option to decide if we want to do it or not. Like in this case, I'm going to set them both to always ask so that we have the option just reminding us that these are available. So we can, as we talk to our customers, we're assembling the order, we are asking them if they might be interested. Since we might know that they tend to ask for those anyway, we might as well define them as recurring sales lines. Now, on the quotes, for example, we could define a different behavior. We could, for example, say that on quotes, we actually want to always add them, meaning that we add them right there, we send it to him, and then if they decide to not purchase them, we can always take them off later. But if anything, we try to show them within the quote, maybe because we're trying to, again, like push for this specific bundle in this specific time frame. So now that we have configured this part, we can go ahead and create a sales order and see what happens. So if we go in our sales order page here, we click on new. And we select our loyal customer because he's calling us because he would like to place an order. Now, you'll notice apparently nothing has really happened. However, if you look here in the notification, you'll notice recurring sales line exists for customer 50,000. Do you want to insert them on this document? And here we have a nice link that we can click. So let's go ahead and do that and see what we get. I said, boom, right there. Those two that we just defined previously at the customer level are now presented. So we see the option here, always ask. Obviously, we can make changes also here if we want to. But in this case, we're saying, no, actually, you know what? Like, this is exactly what I need. I'm going to click OK. And as you can see here, down here, those lines have already been added with the correct quantities and everything that is needed for this order to go through. So now let's say, for example, that we didn't define it to ask us, but that we wanted to manually go each time and select and see if there are recurring sales lines that we might want to add to the order. Well, that will be done through prepare. And right here we have get recurring sales lines. So if we go ahead and click here, you'll see that we are presented with the same option. So let's, for fun, say that they actually want also their basic conference pack. So we're going to say okay to that. And as you see here, now we have not only the plus bundle here, but we also have the basic one right here that has been added to their order. I think this is a very powerful tool that can be used in many different ways. And like I want to stress, like it's not only limited to item and resources. Anything that it can be defined here at a sales line level can be added in a recurring sales line. So for example, another great way could be if we know that we're always going to charge for freight for some specific items or for some specific customer, we might as well define that once, and every time we talk with this customer, we don't have to remember. We just know that they're going to be added either immediately, automatically when we create the order, or we can be asked to say, oh, that's right, I need to go ahead and click there and to add it, or we can just let it manual so that we can select it if we want to add it or not. So there's another very good example. I hope this was helpful. Let us know down below if you have any questions or if you'd like us to go more in details about this. We're going to have another video in which we cover all the specifics for the purchase side of the document. So I hope you enjoyed and have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Thanks for watching this video from NAV SEAL. Check out more right here. NAV SEAL offer assistance and counsel on any existing solution. So if you're in need of assistance, don't hesitate to contact us on navseal.com or LinkedIn. Consider leaving a like and subscribe for more tips, news, and guides to anything Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central.